Alright guys, so Kyrie Irving demands a trade from the Cleveland Cavaliers. Crazy stuff going on right now. This offseason has been amazing. I've loved it, every moment of it. So yeah, join me, ask questions. You guys have questions. But yeah, Kyrie Irving wants out of Cleveland and he has 4 destinations in mind. The Spurs, Knicks, Heat, and the Minnesota Timberwolves. And I heard he considered the Chicago Bulls. But then, hold on, I just got news. Alright, so the Cavs I just got news that they're finalizing a deal with Kobe Altman to make him the new GM of the team. Why does he want to be traded? Apparently he wants to be on his own team, he wants to be the star of the team. He doesn't want to play second fiddle to LeBron James anymore. Basically, he doesn't want to be the Robin to LeBron's Batman anymore. I don't think he'll leave for the Knicks or Heat. I think the Spurs are the most likely destination for him. It would make sense for him to go to the Spurs. Should Kyrie leave? I don't think he should leave. He should definitely stay, but apparently he doesn't want to play next to LeBron anymore. And it's amazing to think that, it's crazy. Why would you want to leave a contending team? You just went to the finals 2 straight years. So why would you want to leave that team and then go start fresh over somewhere else? Well, if he goes to Spurs, he won't necessarily be a superstar. I mean, he is a superstar, but they have Kawhi Leonard as well. But think about it. Leonard will probably let Kyrie Irving handle the ball more and be ball dominant because Leonard is an unselfish player. But the thing is, if Kyrie Irving goes to San Antonio, he has to adjust to that system. He has to learn how to play under Greg Popovich. And we all know that LaMarcus Aldridge hasn't really done that. So if Irving wants to go to Spurs, he has to adjust to the system to make it work. He will still get to run the point, he'll still get to dominate the ball, play pick and rolls, pick and pops, just like Tony Parker did back in the day with Duncan. But the difference is, he has to accept to be to be in that system. Yeah, Kyrie is a superstar, Ondo. I think he is. Okay, this is what I think. This is what I think is happening as far as Kyrie wanting to be traded. Because there were reports earlier that said that Irving would demand a trade if LeBron left the team next year. So what if Irving knows something about that already? What if LeBron is going to leave and he's saying, you know what, I don't want to stay here anymore either. That's something to think about right now. Because why would he all of a sudden wanting to trade out of Cleveland? And this is obviously going to affect LeBron next year. So maybe he does know that LeBron wants to leave. Maybe that's the reason why the Cavaliers can't bring in anyone, because they know that LeBron is going to leave. What if Kyrie was traded for Carmelo Anthony? That could be a possibility now. If he wants to go to the Knicks, if Irving does go to the Knicks, trading him for Melo could be a possibility. But is Carmelo Anthony really going to help the Cavs? I think Irving was he fit in better with LeBron than Melo would. Yeah, LeBron James next year is going to be wild. If Irving does actually get traded. And remember, players could demand a trade. Doesn't necessarily mean it's going to happen. Kobe demanded a trade in 2007. It didn't happen. He stayed on the team. They got better, and then he retired a Laker. So who knows? It doesn't necessarily mean that Irving's going to be traded right away. Derrick Rose is a free agent, so he can't be traded. But he's going to meet with the Cavaliers in the next few days. I don't know when, but he's going to meet them. And then he's going to decide between the Cavs and the Lakers. Kyrie Irving has a Knicks. What do you think? Joel, I think it would be good if they trade him for Melo, if Melo's not going to be there. Irving and Porzingis, that would be a nice duo. Then remember, they drafted a point guard too, so they're gonna have to figure out what to do with that. And I agree with Landon. I think he should go to the Spurs. If he wants to get a crack at beating the Warriors, if he goes to the Spurs with Leonard, and let's say maybe Aldridge, that's a really strong team right there. Along with Ginobili, Parker, who will return midway through the season. Who would Wolves give up to get Irving? No, it would be crazy if they give up Andrew Wiggins. Then Andrew Wiggins goes to Cleveland, the team that originally drafted him. But maybe trade Jeff Teague. And remember, the trade doesn't have to happen now. It's not like he's gonna get traded now. It could happen midway through the season. So if the Wolves see that they're not going anywhere with Jeff Teague, maybe they engage the Cavs in trade talks. Package Jeff Teague with maybe Gorgie Jang. If it goes to the Timberwolves, they will be a top 3 team. Maybe even top 2. Maybe they could be up there with the Warriors. Irving, Butler, Towns. Ferris, the Cavs are hiring a GM right now. In fact, they're finalizing a deal right now with Kobe Altman, who's their assistant GM. He's gonna be the head GM now. Yes, Eddie. Kyrie wants to be the main guy now. He doesn't want to be second fiddle to LeBron anymore. What do I think about LeBron's future? With Irving possibly leaving, it's scary. I feel like LeBron won't stay any longer. He was actually surprised by this news, and disappointed at the same time. It caught him off guard. He didn't think that Irving would leave him. So now Irving leaving him, then what that means is that the Cavs may not even go to finals, or even if they do, they're definitely not beating the Warriors. So what does that mean for LeBron? It means that he may just leave next year too. And I think it just comes down to Cleveland's front office. They're doing a very poor job. Is it possible Kyrie Irving getting traded to the Lakers? I don't think the Lakers will want Kyrie Irving. They just drafted Lonzo Ball. They believe in him. And even if Kyrie played alongside Ball, I don't think that would work out. 2 point guards. What about Melo and Kyrie? Would that even be possible? Melo playing with Kyrie, I don't think Kyrie Irving would like that very much, because Melo is a ball dominant player as well. So would Irving really like to play with Melo? I don't think so. But if they traded Kyrie for Melo, and then Irving got to play with Porzingis, I think that'll be better for him. Since Kyrie wants to be the man on the team, that'll be better for Kyrie Irving. And Tone, I agree with you. Kyrie for Aldridge, I mean, that could be one possibility if the Spurs do actually want to get him. Derrick Rose to the Cavs. Derrick Rose is having a meeting with the Cavs. He's going to decide between the Lakers and the Cavs. Omar, I think the chances of LeBron going to the Lakers next year just increased. I'll say from maybe like 5% now to like 20%. Or 25%, I'll say. By the way, the little small news that also happened today, the Spurs re-signed Pau Gasol. For those of you who probably missed it on my page. I mean, it's being overshadowed by this Kyrie Irving news. But yeah, Gasol re-signed with the Spurs. If you guys did not catch that one. Is there a possibility Cavs will send Kyrie for Melo? Yeah, Kyrie for Melo, that could be a possibility if Melo does want to play for the Cavs. See, the thing here, again, as I was saying earlier, does Melo want to play for the Cavs? That's the biggest question, because I feel like these superstar players are realizing that LeBron might not stay. So if LeBron has made his choice already, well, yes, if LeBron has made his choice, doesn't want to stay with the Cavs, I think that's like that LeBron is probably going to leave, so what's the point of staying? Did I just lose connection? Can you guys hear me? It says my Wi-Fi disconnected. Gasol's contract is 3 years. The final year is partially guaranteed. They don't know the terms yet. They don't know how much he's going to make. Winslow, Dragic, and James Johnson for Kyrie. Pablo, that sounds like a realistic trade if he were to go to Miami, and then he'll be with Hassan Whiteside there. So that'll be interesting. Yeah, if LeBron leaves, he's going to LA, and he's already said that he doesn't want to go to the Clippers. So if he goes to LA, it's going to be the Lakers. And yeah, I agree. The Eastern Conference is finished. I mean, this just puts a knife through the Eastern Conference right now. If Kyrie Irving leaves, I think the Celtics have a really good chance of dethroning the Cavs in the East. Kyrie and Gozinga's playoff team? Possibly in the East, yeah. Emmanuel? I think so. And the East is looking so bad right now. The funny thing will be if he goes to Timberwolves, because Kevin Love left the Timberwolves to join Kyrie Irving and LeBron James, and then Kyrie Irving goes to Kevin Love's team. That'd be a little funny to me. But I think the Timberwolves would look really good with Kyrie Irving as well. Oh yeah, Brandon, if Irving left and let's say the Celtics somehow beat the Cavaliers, which I still kind of doubt. I still think LeBron, even if Irving leaves, he could still lead that team to the finals. But if Celtics were to beat the Cavs and make it to the finals, the Warriors would probably sweep the Celtics. What do the Cavs want for Kyrie? They haven't said anything about that yet. They just know his preferred list, which again is the Spurs, Timberwolves, Knicks, and the Heat. Those are his 4 preferred destinations, and the Cavs haven't asked for anything yet. In fact, the Cavs right now, I mean, they're just handling the situation slowly. I don't think a trade will happen anytime soon. If Kyrie Irving really does want out, it might be either right before the season or even midway through the season. Or maybe not even at all, you know. Sometimes, like I said, superstar players request trades and it doesn't even happen. The Eastern Conference becoming weaker is not good for the NBA. Well, if Irving leaves and the Cavs get Derrick Rose to join LeBron James and Kevin Love, I still think the Cavs are favorites in the East. You know, the Celtics will have better chances of beating them, maybe push them to 7 games. But I still think the Cavs will be favorites. I mean, LeBron James could lead that bunch to the finals in the Eastern Conference. Chris Irving in OKC, I don't think that will work with Westbrook. He would basically have to be a spot-up shooter again. He won't be the main guy on the team. So I don't think he'd want to go there, and I don't think it will work. So LeBron would leave at the end of the season. Well, if Irving leaves, the chances of LeBron leaving becomes more likely. Do you think Isaiah Thomas will stay even if he doesn't get the Supermax deal? Emmanuel, I think that depends on the team's success. If they don't go to the finals, which I don't think they would, or if they don't go to the Eastern Conference Finals, for sure he will leave, in my opinion, and look for the Supermax deal. Well, Westbrook, LeBron to OKC though. No, LeBron doesn't have OKC on his list. Where will LeBron go next season? Rick, he'll probably go to the Lakers. That seems like his only option. And LeBron is really amazed by Lonzo Ball. He really likes him. He's buying into the hype. So if Lonzo Ball could prove himself this season, his rookie season, then there is a huge chance for LeBron to go to LA. Where would be the best fit for Derrick Rose? As I said this yesterday in my live, I think the Lakers are a better fit for him because he'll have a more defined role with the Lakers. He'll probably play more minutes. But if Irving does leave, then I think Cavs will become a no-brainer for Derrick Rose because he could be a starter there. Rookie of the year for Lonzo? Jimmy, I'm hoping so. As a Laker fan, I hope he does win Rookie of the Year. But it's going to be challenging. There's a lot of talent. If Kyrie will be traded to the Spurs, who would they get? If Irving was traded to the Spurs, the perfect trade would obviously be for LaMarcus Aldridge. Since LaMarcus Aldridge doesn't want to be there, just trade Aldridge for Irving. Yeah, that's true, Eddie. If Irving seriously wants out and doesn't want to play alongside LeBron James, if his relationship is not good with the organization and with LeBron James, then he could hurt the team throughout the season if they keep him. So let's just see how it plays out. Maybe they have another meeting. Maybe LeBron James talks to him, patches up the relationship or any problem he has with LeBron. Yes, Michael, that is true. He originally wanted to join the Bulls. Well, he had the Bulls on his list of preferred destinations, but since they traded Jimmy Butler, he doesn't want to go there anymore. Yeah, Aldridge won't be a fit. Well, not exactly a good fit if he goes to Cleveland, but that's the best they could get, no. Unless they want to get Danny Green instead and Patty Mills. I think Cleveland is going to shoot for the best talent that they could get for Irving. Chris, I think as far as centers go, or as far as superstar players go for OKC, I think Marc Gasol is a better fit since he's an unselfish player. DeMarcus Cousins would kind of want to dominate the ball as well. He would be nice, he would make them better, but I don't think they could win with DeMarcus Cousins and Westbrook dominating the ball. When is Derrick Rose making his decision? Well, it was first reported that he would make his decision during the weekend, but now it's being pushed back to next week because he's going to have a face-to-face meeting with the Cavs coming up. Yeah, Porzingis for Kyrie Irving would not happen. If anything, it would be Melo for Kyrie. Why the Spurs? Irving feels like he has a good chance of winning there, even maybe beating the Warriors. And if Kawhi Leonard allows Irving to be the man on that team, I think Irving would love to go there, be in a winning situation, play under Greg Popovich, and be the man of the team. Ray Allen is a free agent. I mean, he's apparently picking fights with Celtics fans on Instagram. That's what Ray Allen is doing. OKC should trade Kanter for Kevin Love. Yeah, if the Cavs were willing to take Kanter, but that's a huge contract. Do you think Lakers? Angel, I don't think the Lakers are ready for the playoffs yet. Next year, if they could get Paul George, then I'll say yes. But this year, they'll win more games, but I don't think they're ready for the playoffs just yet. Will Melo get traded this offseason? Yes, it will happen. And he wants to go to the Rockets. So we'll just have to wait and see when it happens. It'll probably take another couple of weeks for Melo to get traded. And right now, there aren't any talks going on. Edge, the Cavaliers haven't put a price on Kyrie Irving yet. Lakers will only win 24 games. Hopefully they can win more than that. Yeah, that's also true, Eddie. The Western Conference is stacked, and if Irving goes to the West as well, it's going to be hard for the Lakers to make it to the playoffs. That's very interesting, Bryant. 3-team trade. Melo to the Rockets, Kyrie to the Knicks, and who goes to the Cavs? Well, Cavs will probably have to take on Ryan Anderson and maybe Trevor Ariza. Ramsey, right now the possibilities of Irving going to the Spurs, I'll say is very little because it's still going to take a while for the Cavs to trade him. It's not going to be instantly. This thing doesn't happen overnight. Obviously, we know it might take months for it to happen, or or weeks. So we'll just have to wait and see. But the Spurs are probably his most preferred destination. And remember, Kyrie Irving is not like Melo. He doesn't have that no trade clause. The Cavs could trade him anywhere. So if they find a good deal somewhere else, they could trade him. Let's say they find a good deal from the Bulls or the Magic, they could just trade him there. I know Kyrie Irving wants to be traded to the Timberwolves, the Knicks, the Spurs, and the Heat. But really, it's up to the Cavaliers. If they can find a better deal elsewhere, they're going to trade him somewhere else. How about Kyrie to OKC? I don't see it working with Westbrook and Paul George there. I mean, it may end up happening that way, Angie. He may end up staying. Who knows? Maybe they have another meeting with Irving. Maybe LeBron James, talks to him. If he has any problems with LeBron James, LeBron could talk to him and patch things up. Kyrie to the Pelicans for Cousins. Now that would be interesting. If he goes to the Pelicans to play with Anthony Davis, Pelicans just have to do something else with Rondo then. Kendrick Perkins update. Well, he wants to come back to the league. That's all I know. He wants to play. Him and Nate Robinson, they both want to make a comeback. Do you think OKC trades Cantor? Chris, probably closer to the deadline, to the trade deadline, which has been moved up this year. I don't see LeBron talking to him just because he might end up leaving. Well, LeBron James has said that he's going to let Dan Gilbert control the situation. He's not going to get involved heavily. So it's up to the Cavaliers management to convince him to stay. But if in the end, who knows? He might still talk to him. Maybe LeBron could tell him what his plans are. Now everyone is scared of the Cavs right now, of going to the Cavs because they believe LeBron's going to leave. Orlando would give away the farm for Kyrie. Oh, you guys are funny. You think LeBron ever go to the Sixers? No, I don't think he would ever go to the Sixers. I think D'Angelo Russell would actually do good in Brooklyn. I mean, he may even have a breakout season over there. He'll most likely be the main guy on the team. He'll probably be the leader, the one who jacks up all the shots there. Perfect situation for him. Perfect situation for him to grow, actually. And they have a good coach in place for him. What team do I like? I like the Lakers. And maybe one day I could go live and show you guys my room. It's filled with Lakers stuff. The thing is, even if you don't have science, why am I not verified? I wish I was. I tried verify myself on Twitter, but I wasn't able to. Maybe if I go live more and get more followers, who knows? Actually, for Facebook, I haven't even applied. Maybe I should try. What do you think where Kyrie will end? Chris, as I was saying earlier, if he is traded, I think the Spurs are the best choice for him. But again, it's not really up to Kyrie. It's up to the management. If they find a good deal somewhere else, they're gonna trade him somewhere else. We'll just see what happens. Right now, it's just Kyrie Irving telling him to trade him from the Cavaliers, and he's giving them 4 destinations. The rest is up to Cleveland and for Dan Gilbert to handle. Alright guys, I think that's it. I'm gonna leave it at that, and I'll try to go live more often. Alright guys, I'll see you later. And thanks for always following my page and being loyal fans.